Yeah. So we're going, but first things first, gotta talk about Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. I'm gonna give y'all a quick overview of how this shit went. You know what I'm saying? So, as y'all know, now Anthony Joshua defeated Jake Paul by a 6-round knockout in their professional heavyweight bout on December 19th, 2025. And that's got him walking out. Got Jake Paul in this Hulk Hogan shit. This nigga right here, man, rocking the dead man clothes. Now, Joshua came out the Philadelphia freeway, even though what we do is wrong. Definitely classic. But who did Jake Paul come out with? Kashi Smith.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? As the walkout, Kashi come out or whatever. I think that was Gummo he was doing. So round one, Jake Paul started out cautiously, despite that face, using a lot of lateral movement, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, to really avoid Joshua's range and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, Josh winning the Joshua AJ, when applying pressure, just focusing on his jabs and, you know, body shots. Now, Paul had landed like a right hand or some shit like that I seen, but Joshua didn't seem fazed by none of that shit though, because he really just seemed annoyed, like, you know what I mean? Because Jake had that nigga chasing him around and shit. You know?
Nigga damn near knocked that nigga ass out the ring with that jab.
Now, like, yeah, so, you know, that was the right hand that Jake caught, you know what I'm saying, like, before shit really start going left. Now, bro utilized his reach advantage and shit like that, landing the effective jabs and shit. That's the little left hand he caught. Paul continues to circle around and like clinching and shit. And he really got a lot of boo from the crowd. You heard that shit? Now, one of the clinches was kind of weird, bro, because they ended up falling into the rope together and shit. This is that.
Nah, the whole fight, he kept trying to take the nigga down like he was on some MMA shit.
Yeah,
bro,
like he was trying to wrestle, like he forgot what.
Yeah, like, bro, the ref, the first time he actually got counted for a knockdown just because the ref got tired of nigga doing that shit.
Yeah. That's a fact.
I mean, shit, he was going to go around anyway, but I wouldn't have did it like that.
Word.
Nigga, you fighting a new Muhammad Ali, nigga. Look how big that nigga is.
Yeah, that nigga. I ain't even realize that nigga was like, wow, like, that nigga ain't just big, but
that nigga ain't no,
like,
yeah. Bro, he would be the nigga if I had to box him. I'm having my shooters in the audience. Tell them niggas just like this. Look, don't let that nigga beat me up too bad.
Oh, hell yeah. Nah, that nigga would have fucked that nigga up. Now, this is that left hand or whatever, you know, that he took from Joshua and shit, but bro managed to stay on his feet for the time being. We're gonna get to the other shit though. That nigga really stayed on the moves and shit like that. Like I said, all the little weird clinches and really doing that shit, because every time that this nigga Joshua closed the distance, but the nigga already got reach. So if he closes the distance and that power just stops short or whatever, yeah, bro, you gonna kill that nigga. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, this was some shit. He had landed a like solid. This is that right. When he caught him with this shit, that was like the game changer and shit like that. I ain't gonna lie, because it really, you saw that shit affected him. He was a different nigga after like that shit. It started changing then. You know what I mean? But he still survived the round or whatever and shit, mostly trying to avoid, you know, the nigga power shots and all of that shit. That's why he kept clinching. His ass ain't want to get hit. He was really trying to hug on that nigga after that. You know what I'm saying?
If he was smart, as big as AJ is to him, and as long as the reach, he was supposed to stay close and stay on the inside. He just ain't know that.
Yeah, that nigga, this shit right here, it was kind of like it was
He
just
mushed
like a
that nigga.
messy ass, yeah, like he just mushed the nigga and shit. It's like there's a lot of awkward moments or whatever and shit where the nigga was going down and it wasn't even for no like punches and shit. That nigga was going down from clinching.
Mm-hmm. That's why the ref started getting mad. Ref told that nigga like, "Yo,
yeah, like yo,
you gonna have that."
You gonna fight? You gonna fight?
Nah, before he caught the first knockdown, the ref told him, "Yo, next time you go down, I'm counting that."
So then, we got more clips here. That was the first. I think this was that like, cause there was an uppercut that came. He hit that nigga with a combination and shit like that or whatever. That nigga uppercut that nigga, and then that was the but yeah, that whole round like was messy where he mushed the nigga and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was like thing. But yeah, the first knockdown or whatever, this was the first one that got counted. Like after the two little like mishaps, he said the next time you're gonna do it. That's the first one that got counted. This was like the second, or I think this is the first one, still just another angle. This was the nigga, he got knocked down another time. I think this is one of the times he just fell from clinching the nigga. How that nigga hug you and knock you down? But you hugged him first. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is wild as hell. Then, yeah, this is where it started to get fucked up. This is where he knew that he had fucked up. Cause he looking like, I really want to end this shit right now. Like I don't want it. His jaw might have been broken already. Boy, that nigga was hitting him in his head.
That's when he caught that first 8 count right there.
Yeah, but like both times or whatever, he got an 8 count. Cause I counted the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga was close each time. Now this was the shit where he had him in that corner.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like that boy head snapped to the side. Then he started doing the bobblehead.
Like Big Rock, chatterbox.
You know what that nigga head was doing? Remember that little toy Mr. Miyagi gave Daniel's son and he twisted back?
The clacker.
Yo. Oh man, this shit was wild, bro. When I seen that shit, I said, "Oh yeah, this is about to be over." I said, "He ain't built for that shit." Like I know he been training and shit like that, but he ain't built for that type of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then that shit put his ass on the ground permanently. It was a while before he got up.
Hoops on the ground.
Get your ass up. That nigga just walked off like, yeah, he done. If he dies, he dies.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga ain't get no fault. Shit. That's the rap or whatever, and yeah, the rap really was trying to protect that nigga too and shit. I guess he figured like, this nigga that signed the check. We got to make sure he make it to the bank. If he don't make it nowhere else, you know what I'm saying? Don't make it to the thing. But yeah, that nigga first he knocked him down with a body shot, then he knocked him down with a head shot, and nigga was all wobbly and shit. But he was clearly exhausted and shit. That nigga looked like he ain't really want to get up and go back out there. His coach, like the niggas in his corner knew this shit was over. Like they knew when he came back, he was gonna be in worse shape than he left. You know what I'm saying? Because in the 6th round, that boy went on an attack, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, really,
he had to make sure it lasted 4 rounds for to get paid. That's why.
The fuck out of here. That was the clause?
Yeah. That's the only way it was an official fight. They had to go elite. They had to go 4 rounds. So if you to put that nigga out, you wouldn't even, you wouldn't have got the purse he got.
Well, I mean, I think I just did a whole financial overview on that shit, but I know, like, I mean, they can't, like, you can't tell a nigga, like, you can say he won't get paid the same amount, but I mean, it's like, shit, a knockout, now the whole thing about it is, the stakes would be higher, or the odds would be more in favor or whatever and shit if it was a knockout, just because of the fact that the rarity of a first round or second round knockout, you understand what I mean, will actually like generate more bread, especially for the, gambler, and I would reckon the fighter too. The only shit, I mean, because shit, they got the whole show. That's why they do all the little undercard shit in case the main event ends early and shit like that. Motherfuckers ain't pay all that money for a goddamn 6-minute show? Is it 2 rounds or a 3-minute show?
Shit, nigga, they used to do it. They used to do it for Mike.
Yeah.
You got to realize, nigga, the day Tupac got shot in Las Vegas, Mike Tyson knocked the nigga out in like 2 minutes.
Yep. And another 2 minutes. Yo, just to think of whatever, what if that nigga jaw was a little bit stronger, Tupac might have been around a little bit longer.
Shit, if Tupac would have stayed his ass with Mike Tyson, his ass would have been around a little longer.
Yeah.
But when you a fraud, you start acting real gangster, and he continued his gangster act until he ran into a real gangster. And
this nigga ran into a real boxer. Look at him. He even wanted to he's like, I'm a fan. Then they do the little sportsmanship shit. He actually gave a little speech or whatever with that damn jaw.
Nigga broke his jaw in 2 places with 1 punch.
It was a couple. Like, I mean, when he was in that corner, that nigga was getting hit in his fucking head. That's why shit was snapping back and forth. You know what I'm saying? When he went down, the referee immediately waved that shit, because it was like, I think it was 1 minute and 31 seconds into the 6th round when the ref finally called.